Oh my god, I should have said it in the video. You've heard it in other videos. My #1 most wanted epic in the game right now. We are doing some shard pulls today, guys. How the heck are you? I am Fastidious. Welcome back to my channel. We are here to try to finesse this summon rush. And this summon rush sucks. We're working hard trying to get the Granyt Doorkeep Fusion done, and they have set the point total for this summon rush, which is very likely leading right up to the start of the Leonardo Path event. So there's a lot of unfortunate overlap in summoning currency there, but they've chosen to make the rare that you need to complete the fusion 3,500 points, which in my opinion, I would say, is too many points. But here we are trying to make do. I've put a lot of thought into the best way to summon, and I thought I was going to go for primal shards because I have 10 of them. That felt like it'd be an easy 2,000 points. However, for two reasons, I will not be pulling primal shards today, and actually I will not even be pulling sacred shards. The plan now is to pull Void Shards. So I want to talk you through that process very quickly, and then I want to get right into the summons. But just so you know, the Void Shards here are coming out at 120 points a piece, so we're going to do at least 20 pulls. That would be 2,400 points. It'd put us 1,100 off. Very likely we'll do a few more. I'll see how it's going as it's going, and you're going to kind of understand why I'm taking that approach once I explain the thought behind choosing Void Shards to pull in the end. And it comes down to some math. So I'm going to put something on the screen right now. These are the path point totals from the most recent path. I want to give a big shout out to Boozer. I found this in one of his videos. And you can see here, the numbers I really want to key in on are the path points you get for Void Shards versus Primal Shards versus Sacred Shards. To understand the value of pulling a Primal Shard or Void Shard versus a Sacred Shard, it makes a lot of sense to anchor that value to a Sacred Shard, since that's the biggest bang for your buck, shard by shard. So I've done a little math over here. Let's take that off the screen now, and you can see with the Path event, Sacred Shards are valued at 4,500 points, Primals are 1,800, and Voids are 750. So if we go to this column now, column E, and key in on that Path ratio, here we can find how valuable Primal Shards and Void Shards are in comparison to Sacred Shards. We want to know where they carry the most weight. Is it in a rush event or a path event? So starting with the path event, it's pretty simple. To find the path ratio, and these ratios in general, as I'm referring to them, you want to take the Sacred Shard value for that event and simply divide it by the currency you're trying to derive the value of. So we can take the Sacred Shard points you earn in a path event to divide that by the Primal Shard points, and this is our ratio value, if that makes sense. So 2.5 Primal Shards are worth a single Sacred Shard. If we go to the Rush ratio now, you'll see for Primals to Sacreds, it's the same thing again, or actually in this case, Sacreds to Primals. But you know what I'm saying. You take 500, you divide by 200, and again, it's 2.5. 2.5 Primals, in terms of points, is equal value to a singular Sacred. Stronger value here is represented by a lower number, because as you can see, a Sacred's ratio is 1, because the points you earn from one Sacred is equal to the points you earn from a Sacred, right? So it's just 1 to 1. It's Sacred to Sacred. So the closer you are to that number, that 1-to-1 ratio, the more powerful the shard is in that specific event type. So now if we go to Voids, we don't get this nice even ratio when we go from the Rush event to the Path event or vice versa. With Primals, it's the same. It's 2.5. 2.5 Primals for both events is equivalent in points to 1 Sacred. For Voids, you can see they're actually much stronger in a Rush event. And simply, that's just how the math shakes out. Nearly 4 Voids is going to be equal to a Sacred in a Rush event, where you need 6 Voids to be equal to a Sacred in a Path event. We can take the 4,500, divide by 750. That's how we get the 6 for the Path event. Not very strong. It takes 6 whole Void Shards to equal a singular Sacred, whereas in a Summon Rush, it's 500 divided by 120, which is nearly 1 in 4. The math comes out to 4.166666666 Voids is going to be equivalent to 1 Sacred, so it's 4.17. Think of it as 4. Roughly then, we know Voids, when you pull them during a Rush event, are 1.5 times more powerful than when you pull them in a Path event. When I say powerful, I mean their use in terms of earning you points and getting you to the finish line for whatever reward tier you're trying to hit in an event. So simply put, TLDR, if you're going to pull Voids, and already I am fully resigned to the fact that I will be pulling Void Shards either in this Summon Rush or the Leonardo path, it's not going to be... There's not going to be a situation where I get to just save all my Voids for a 2x. Maybe it lines up with the Leo event. That would be the coolest thing ever. However, it's just not something I can juggle, right? And it simply comes down to I don't have enough stockpiles that I can go for this fusion and confidently continue to preserve when that Leo path event comes. So because I know I have to pull them at some point, I may as well pull them at this point because they're going to be more valuable during the Summon Rush. I want to give a little shout out to a couple viewers. We've got Drunken Astarte over here and a few other people that responded, Leon and Rads. They helped turn me on to this idea as well. The second reason I want to pull Voids is something Boozer directly said in his video, and I was very impressed by. And that is this. If you pull Voids during this fusion, there's a chance you can pull the fusion rare. Pulling rares is actually very easy when there's no 2x on Voids. So if we pull 20, we should be good for at least 17 or 18 rares, and the fusion rare is a Void rare. So we got this guy over here. You know, we'd have to get a little lucky, pretty lucky, but there's a real chance we could snipe a copy. And if we can pick up a copy on our way to getting the guaranteed copy once we hit the points from the Summon Rush, I could 100% skip the champ chase. And that is what I would love to do. I would love to skip the champ chase. So for that reason, it just makes a lot of sense. And I hope you enjoyed this a little bit. I hope the math helped. Again, shout out to Boozer, shout out to the people in the comments like Drunken Astarte that gave me some good advice. Without further ado, let's get into the summons. The final reason I'm saying it's going to be at least 20, it could be more, I don't know, is because what if we get 2 copies of the rare? Then I'm just going to stop. So there's also that insanely lucky scenario. So for that reason, we're going to start at 20, and then, you know, if I have to, I will go up to, I guess it would be 25. That would be 3,000 points. I'm really confident I'm going to get the mysteries together by tomorrow to have 500 of these. So I think 25 of these and 500 mysteries, that would be exactly 3,500 points. Or for now, we'll do the 2 10 pulls, and who knows, maybe we get really, really lucky. For the selection, I'm definitely going to pick Shuzen. Love Shuzen. And then this is a tough one. I think an extra copy of Ishmael would go a long way, eventually being an empowerment, potentially, depending on what I need on my account. So we will select him. Actually, I changed my mind. Oh, no, I don't. I was going to say maybe I'll do no one because there are so many epics I'm missing, but that's not a choice. So I do want Shuzen, so we're going to lock that in, and we're going to do our 2 10 pulls. And who knows? You never know. I've only hit a legendary 1 time ever from Voids. I was very lucky that it was Neve. He's awesome. Hitting a bunch of rares to start, but none of our little doggy. That actually really does hurt. You know, we're going to hit 10 rares here, but none of them are the guy we need right now. None of them are really anything we need, to be honest. I love getting Broadmaw copies, and I never get them. I don't pull many Void Shards. I don't buy Void Shards. I don't buy any shards besides those level 7 Sacreds you get on a crazy discount. But, like, yeah, haven't pulled a Huntress since I started playing the game. The only Huntress I ever got was from when you buy the fragments of her. When you're starting off in the bazaar or whatever that is. So over our first 10, we did not get the doggy. We didn't get a single epic. Fun game we're playing here, folks. Really fun game. Let's do our next 10 pull. Still all rares, but none of the doggy. God, I really was counting on a little bit of luck. And not a single epic yet. Doesn't it make you feel, like, physically ill? Pulling in this game sometimes. This is it's unreal. It's unreal. It's like without fail. But there we go. We just lit 20 Void Shards on fire. No luck to speak of, so we will do 5 more. And you can see we got to 2,400. I've done a little bit of mystery pulling, so that's what that 83 is. But there's the 2,400. At 120 a pop, 5 more will be another 600, so it'll be just less than 31k. I think that's pretty good. Let's do 5 more. And let's see, we'll take this down to 18. Can we at least get to like an epic pity and get 1 purple thing? Chevalier, is that who this is? Gross. Absolutely repulsive. Disgusting. Am I going to do 25 and not get an epic? This chick. This is not fun. Doom Screech, pretty good for a rare. That's 3, 2 more. Wow. Are we going to go 0 for 25, all blue? Ooh, that's a doggy, but that's Fellhound. Flip. Way to get my freaking hopes up. Way to get my hopes up. All right, last one. Leave purple. Come on. There we go. Oh my God, I should have said it in the video. You've heard it in other videos. My #1 most wanted epic in the game right now. Godseeker Aniri has come home. The drama. Oh my God, we said we're gonna do up to 25. Number 25, the only epic we pull is the unbelievable Godseeker Aniri. We are smiling in Sand Devil right now. I've been a little hard stuck there lately, and I will be hard stuck there no longer. Kind of a cheat code, great and tons of content. The whole kit's awesome. This single target revive is so good. We got the buff extension, right? Excellent. And the decreased duration of buffs on enemies. We got some heals, blah, blah, blah. And then this passive. Oh, baby. Generally, 100% of the time increasing the amount of healings allies receive. But then this little spammy revive on death. Get that to a 4-turn cooldown. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That is so good. This is so good. This is such good news. This is amazing. This is phenomenal. I am over the moon. What a clutch little pull there. That is fantastic. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We will take it, and we're sitting pretty. That feels so good. Like, if there was an event and it was like, pull 50 voids, and on your 50th, you're guaranteed Godseeker Aniri, that's what I would have been saving my voids for. So I got lucky. We got the points we needed. We can rest easy. We can keep stockpiling our sacred shards. I really need a lot more than 18. This is going to have to get towards 25. I think 22 is going to be the safe zone for the Leonardo copy, but we really need a lot. We still got another week at least. But wow, that worked out phenomenally well. I'm extremely happy. I really am. And I'll tell you, how's the champ chase looking? We're actually pretty dang far. Maybe I'll go for the 8400 now with this, because I am doing duo farming in Dragon to get champ training while I finish the Dragon tournament. But I'm saying this also because I kind of want to fully skill up in Aniri right now. That's too good, man. That's too good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm a very happy guy. If you haven't pulled yet or you're on the fence, hopefully the math in this video and some of my explanations make sense. Also, just because I didn't hit the Void Rare doesn't mean you should be discouraged. Yeah, you'll have to get lucky, but it's not like there are so many Void Rares in the game. So if you're pulling 20, you have a shot, which really could change the fusion for you. Obviously, we didn't hit him, but we did hit Godseeker Aniri. We did save all our sacreds. We did save all our primals, and we're in pretty good shape to finish this fusion, as assuming the champ chase is not evil. Also, be fairly prepared for the Leonardo event. Get a little Leo. Get a little blue mask turtle. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not yet playing Raid Shadow Legends, download today with my link in the description in the top pinned comment. It is definitively the best download link. A ton of freebies, 4 insane epic champions almost immediately, including Deacon Armstrong, who is the GOAT on download. You're not going to find a better way to start. Go do your new player code. Pick up a Sun Wukong, pick up a Tuhanarok, pick up a beautiful Thalin, and you won't regret it. You're going to have the best time ever. But thank you. Share with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.